I've just come back from a week in Vietnam. I went to Hanoi on business and then spent 4 days on vacation in Hue, the old capital. My first visit to Vietnam was in 1990. Since then, I've been to Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi at least a dozen times. But this was my first trip to central Vietnam. Hue was fantastic. The old imperial city was beautiful, charming, and incredibly interesting. It was clear that Vietnam's economy has continued to grow at a very rapid pace since the last time I was there 5 or 6 years ago. Observing that sparked the idea for this video, because Vietnam's economic miracle was made possible by the post-Bretton Woods international monetary system known as the dollar standard. Vietnam's great economic boom couldn't have occurred under the Bretton Woods system or a gold standard. We frequently hear that the US dollar will soon lose its status as the world's leading international reserve currency, and that the dollar standard will soon come to an end. For instance, many commentators warn that if China buys oil from Russia and pays for it with Yuan instead of dollars, or if Russia buys soybeans from Brazil and pays in rubles, then the game will be up for the dollar. I believe views like these are based on a fundamental misunderstanding of what the dollar standard is. I also believe that the correct understanding of the nature of this system makes it very clear that the dollar standard will continue to serve as the international monetary system far into the future. First of all, the dollar standard has been and continues to be enormously beneficial for the world. Over the last several decades, it's pulled hundreds of millions of people around the world out of poverty. This video will use the transformation of Vietnam's economy since the turn of the century to illustrate the unique capacity of the dollar standard to create phenomenally rapid economic growth. Once the mechanics of the dollar standard are understood, along with the benefits that it conveys, it becomes very difficult to believe that this international monetary system will be, or even could be, replaced by any other within the foreseeable future. Moreover, the enormous advantages the dollar standard bestows on the United States also come into focus. The dollar standard is one of the United States' greatest strengths and a main reason that the country is likely to remain the world's leading power for a great deal longer. Those who believe otherwise, whether they be investors, emerging market policymakers,